When we last left Joshua, he was Moses' wingman. But Joshua has just found out that Moses has passed away. And as you can imagine, he's really upset. And so just like my bracelet here that I wear, one of my favorite Psalms, Psalms 91:4, let's make sure I get it right? He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you'll find refuge. And that's exactly where Joshua was when God bent down and said to Joshua, I have need of you, right? Because someone had to lead the people. And let's remember who Joshua was. He was strategic. He was accountable. He was loyal to God. He was a faithful friend. He was strong. He was fast on his feet. He was the perfect person to lead. And I bet you probably pretty steady that the God's people were already looking to him to lead, except his eyes weren't looking on them. He was looking up, as Joshua so often did, as a loyal man of God. And lead is exactly what Joshua did, right? Step by step, the people crossed the Jordan. And then as Joshua came upon something he saw as impossible, Jericho, the oldest city in the world, picture walking up to it, right? The walls are thick like a dome. You can't even see inside, but you know inside is this throbbing metropolis of a city. Cities upon cities. Imagine New York, the Bureau. And how do you take this city down? He knows he can't get around it, right? He is the army leader. So he sends in 2 spies to do the work. So let's join those spies and enter into Jericho. It's throbbing. There's culture everywhere. Smells, spices, people. You could live your entire your entire life in this city and never leave. And that's exactly what one girl does, one woman who the 2 spies run up against. They happen to come across a harlot named Rahab. Now, Rahab doesn't have a lot of opportunities for professions in a city like Jericho, and she loves God, and we come to find out so does her family, because she ends up giving the spies sanctuary, and she ends up taking care of them. And the spies are able to return to Joshua by telling the tale of meeting Rahab and her family, and the Jericho cannot be taken down. Now, Joshua knew this, right? But as we all know, when we see things that we see as impossible, God asks us to do the work. And so Joshua makes sure that he does his thorough job of saying, God, I come to you in prayer. Jericho will not fall. And that's when God answers Joshua. And that's the message to all of us. When we show up, when we do the work, when we get others along with us for the ride of joining in God and in praise, the captain of the host, who serves the Lord of the host, right? He gets his answered prayer in saying, trumpets, priests, dawn, the walls will come down. And sure enough, the object that Joshua thought was impossible to get through, he gets through. But bonus, right? There is a light in the darkness of this story, and that is Rahab and her family, who through Joshua's efforts and work of sending in the spies is saved and is able to join with the people and really serve and praise the God of Israel. Right? So from Joshua we learn faithful, servitude, loyalty. You know, God only gives us what we can handle. And certainly when we're given tragedies, which we think we can't move past, where we lose people, that's when God says, no, I have a plan for you. I will make a way, as he tells us in Isaiah, right? And then from Rahab, we learn that when you are a light in the darkness, when you give sanctuary to those around you, God will always look out for you. He's going to come through for you, because that's exactly who our God is. And so Joshua impacts himself, right, on the path of staying towards God. He impacts those around him. And then through this story in Jericho and Rahab, we learn that when you do that, you also impact the people you're going to meet. So all in all, nothing is impossible and anything can be moved. So Joshua stops being Moses' wingman, but he spreads his wings and takes flight as he approaches Jericho. Happy Sunday, chatting at Cheesman. Have a beautiful day.